We are with Vince Masi of ESPN Stats and Information, and with the Stanley Cup on the line, we thought it would be a good idea to review all of the Stanley Cup winning goals in the expansion era, which dates back to 1968. Take it away.
Okay. In 2015, Duncan Keith, defenseman, scores for the Chicago Blackhawks. In 2014, it was Alec Martinez in overtime against the Rangers. In 2013, Dave Bolin scored. The Blackhawks had a crazy last finish there against the Bruins, so he scored that one. In 2012, Jeff Carter was on a long 5-minute power play against New Jersey. He scores the winner, what ends up being the winning goal. In 2011, Patrice Bergeron scores the winner on the road for the Bruins in Game 7. 2010, Patrick Kane in overtime for the Blackhawks. In 2009, that was Max Talbot on the road, Game 7 for the Penguins. In 2008, Henrik Zetterberg on the road, but in Game 6 in Pittsburgh. 2007, it got credit to Travis Moen, but he didn't score it. It went in his own net. Chris Phillips on the Ottawa Senators actually put it in his own net. 2006, František Kaberle scored on a slap shot for the Carolina Hurricanes. 2004, Ruslan Fedotenko scored. It was his second goal in Game 7. It was actually a great move by Vincent Lecavalier to actually get the puck to him. 2003, tough guy Mike Rupp scores the winning goal in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final for New Jersey. 2002, it's Brendan Shanahan for the Red Wings. In 2001, it's Alex Tanguay off a rebound from a Joe Sakic shot against New Jersey in Game 7. 2000, it's Jason Arnott in overtime for New Jersey. In 1999, it's the most controversial goal maybe in NHL history. Brett Hull in overtime for the Dallas Stars was his foot in the crease. Buffalo fans will probably say yes, there he was, but it still counts right now. In 1998, it was the Red Wings' second straight cup. Martin Lapointe scored. 1997, it was Darren McCarty scoring against the Flyers, where he deked Yanni Nienema and then went around and deked on Ron Hextall and scored the goal. 1996, in overtime, Uwe Krupp for the Colorado Avalanche. 95, it was Neil Broughton for New Jersey. 1994, we have a little argument here about this one. Mark Messier with the ever so slight little tap of the goal in Game 7.
Noonan?
Should have been Brian Noonan, maybe. 1993, Kirk Muller for the Canadiens scores. In 1992, Ron Francis scores against Dominik Hasek of the Blackhawks then. 91, Ulf Samuelsson scores the winner against the Minnesota North Stars for the Pittsburgh Penguins. In 1990, it was Craig Simpson for the Oilers. In 1989, Doug Gilmour batted his own rebound past Patrick Waugh for the Calgary Flames in that series. In 1988, Wayne Gretzky scores against Boston. It was a great feed from Esa Tikkanen, essentially a slap pass, and Gretzky all had put it in an empty net. 87, Jari Kurri for the Oilers. In 86, it was Bobby Smith for the Montreal Canadiens. In 85, it was Paul Coffey against the Flyers. In 84, it was Ken Linseman, who ended the Islanders' run of 4 straight Stanley Cups. He scores the winner for the Oilers. In 83, Mike Bossy scores on a breakaway. In 82, it was Mike Bossy on his own, picked up a rebound against the Vancouver Canucks. In 81, it was Wayne Merrick for the Islanders. The Islanders' first cup in 80 was won on an overtime goal by Bob Nystrom. Some Flyer fans might think it was an offside situation, but he got the feed from John Tonelli and scored. In 79, that was Montreal. That was Jacques Lemaire on a slap shot past John Davidson, kind of fooled him a little bit. In 78, it was Mario Tremblay for Montreal. In 77, it was Jacques Lemaire in overtime. In 76, it was Guy Lafleur for Montreal. In 75, it was Bob Kelly for the Philadelphia Flyers against the Buffalo Sabres. In 74, it was Rick McLeish. He scored on a deflection against Boston. In 73, it was Yvan Cournoyer for Montreal. In 72, it was Bobby Orr on a beautiful spin move at the blue line against the Rangers and then cut in and scored. In 71, it was Henri Richard from Montreal. In 1970, it's another iconic goal in NHL history. It's Bobby Orr flying through the air in overtime. In 1969, it was John Ferguson from Montreal. And in 1968, it was J.C. Tremblay from Montreal. 68 and 69 were both against the St. Louis Blues, who made 3 straight Stanley Cup Finals.
Hockey history continuing to be made. Vince Masi, no one knows more about it than him. Thank you very much. Well done, sir. Enjoy the Stanley Cup Final.